Hey guys, well it's time for some chicken gyoza. So basic ingredients which you seen me do earlier was our chicken. I've ground that up already. I've got some cabbage. I'm using Savoy cabbage here. It's got a little bit more greenery to it. I've got 6 cloves of garlic. Well, probably a thumb-sized piece of ginger and 3 or 4 spring onion or scallions, whatever you want to call them, green onion, depending on where you come from in the world. And I'm just basically going to put all of these into my Magimix. I'll start with my cabbage. We'll just see how that one goes. I should probably grate the ginger and the garlic into there, but we'll start with that, and we'll sprout spring onion. We'll see how that goes. I've never done vegetables in here for a while, so I might take them all out yet and chop them all by hand, but we'll see how we go. This needs to be as fine as possible, and that's looking pretty fine. Apart from that one spring onion, so I'm going to give it another couple of blasts. That should be fine enough now. Grab my spatula again, we'll just have a little look in there. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Now, we'll get that into a bowl. We might need a bigger bowl yet. That's nice. That's nice and finely chopped down. Get our spatula in there. Now, I'm not too sure about our smaller ingredients, but we're going to have a go. This is how we learn. We experiment a bit, and if we make a mistake, or as my old boss used to say, if you make a dog's back leg of it. Now, I'm going to use this one first, I think. This is like a grater. We'll try that one, and then we'll go in through this top here. Guess that'll be the one. So, I guess we'll see how it works. That seems to have done it. I'll have a look in there, see what's what. Nope, not quite there yet. I don't like that process. It's not good for this, for the ginger. Everything's too, yep, we'll have to, yep, we'll do it by hand. But as I say, live and learn. Get that out of the way. Spatula back in there. I mean, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. I guess if you wanted to, if you had a smaller food processor, that would be better. There is a so we'll just go keep working our way through. And I think that should be fine. Now I'm going to put that in with my cabbage first of all, and we'll give that a good mix around. I guess you could, if you wanted to at this point, put it back in the food processor just to mix it. Just double check as you're going through that there's nothing too big. And then we'll need to mix in our chicken, and we will be doing, let's have a look at my list again. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of cornstarch in there, one bit of soy sauce. One thing I didn't do, and actually I'm going to do it now, I'm going to put some salt in here now and leave it for about 20 minutes or so, which is what I should have done first before I chopped it up too much. But we all have our moments, and then I'll wash it out. Looks like a lot of salt, but I will wash it after. I want to take away the sharpness of the garlic, get out some of that water out of the cabbage. So we'll just leave that to one side, and we'll come back to that in 20 minutes or so. Should be good. Smells great if nothing else. Right then guys, time to get this cabbage rinsed off to get the salt out. I'm just going to put it in a sieve. Let's get two hands on the go here. Make it easier. Then we'll just rinse it over at the sink there. Should be somewhere close. Just bear with me a moment while I just rinse this off, and then we'll give it a good. Right, so that's my cabbage drained out. So I'm just going to throw this straight in. Try not to throw it on the floor, which I just accidentally did with all of my soy sauce. So that's the cabbage and onion, garlic and ginger all in with my chicken now. I'm going in with some soy sauce, 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, get all that out of there, 1 teaspoon of salt now, one thing I didn't get out, and some 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. One thing I didn't put in, which is not normal, but I like the added flavour of black pepper. I was tempted to put some chilli in to spice these ones up, but it's not traditional, it's not needed. So we'll just kind of mix this around a bit now. I just want to kind of lift that up so you can see. Now if it does get a little bit too watery, just make sure you kind of turn it over. You can use a spoon if you want. But there should be kind of there should be more meat than vegetable, but there should be plenty of vegetables so it lightens that meat off a little bit. Now I did see a recipe where they had breadcrumb in there, and that's just a little bit weird to my mind. But I'm just kind of running my fingers through like a rake, having it separate, squeezing it. So that should be pretty much everything there. What I like to do is just let that sit in the fridge for maybe 30-40 minutes, just to chill down a bit before you start putting it in your dumpling case. That's looking pretty good now. So there we have it. It's nice, it's gooey, it's wet. If, like say, if you want, you can put a little bit more cornstarch in there if you think it's a little bit too wet. But that should go very, very nicely. So I'm going to put that away.